Hi, I'm Stuart Barry from the Rich Greenie. Are you as concerned as I am that our representatives in Canberra have given up on climate change and are about to enable all new massive fossil fuel projects in Australia to be green lighted and easily get through the system? Well, there's ways that you can simply help block their ability to proceed, and it's through the finance system and your money. Let me explain. All new fossil fuel projects are going to need two things: one, access to cash, and two, access to insurance to insure the project. Without those two things, they won't proceed. Your money is going to be used to finance this. So there's three ways you can make it much harder for the projects to proceed without worrying about our politicians. First, your bank. The big four banks have lent about $60 billion to fossil fuel industry over the last 10 years. The banks will be the place where the fossil fuel industry goes for loans to finance these new projects. Now, as a customer, you can put your bank on notice that is not acceptable with your money. That makes it much harder in the future for the banks to feel they have the ability to lend this money without hurting their brand. And as you know, through the Royal Commission recently, their brand is seriously damaged, so they are sensitive to other hits to their brand. You can put your bank on notice and make the bank much more scared in the future to lend your money to fossil fuel projects. Secondly, your super. About a third or 40% of your super is exposed to carbon prices and destroying your retirement assets when we eventually, inevitably, price carbon correctly and decarbonise the economy. You can ensure that your super fund is also not a big player in lending money to these new fossil fuel projects, because after the banks, the super funds are the next source of money. You want to make it really hard for super funds to write those cheques to those fossil fuel projects with your retirement money. Thirdly, insurance companies. Insurance companies are a huge hidden player in the fossil fuel industry. They insure the fossil fuel assets, and they also use your premiums to invest back into fossil fuel companies, which seems just insane given that the impacts of climate change around weather-related events, etc., is going to cost the insurance companies an absolute fortune. So it makes no sense whatsoever. So your bank, your super fund and your insurance company will, without you paying attention, finance these future projects. So what can you do? Jump on marketforces.org.au, a wonderful Melbourne-based not-for-profit who have information on their website about which banks are lending money to the fossil fuel industry and how much. If your bank's on that list, drop them an email and let them know you're not happy. You think it doesn't make too much difference, you're just a little consumer. Actually, they really don't like to hear that. They're very worried about their brand, and also they're very worried that they might lose your business because banks exist to sell products to you. They flog your credit cards, home insurance, life insurance, super, mortgages. They don't want to lose you even though you might not have much in your check account. You're at your super fund. Write a note to your super fund and ask if they're lending your money to fossil fuel projects. If they say yes, just ask them to explain how that makes sense given that money's going to be for your retirement, and A, you actually want a planet you can retire on, and B, how is that a smart investment given there have to by definition be sunset industries. Third, write an email to your insurance company and ask them whether they're insuring fossil fuel projects and using your premiums to invest in these fossil fuel producers. It makes no sense whatsoever. So those three simple actions can make a huge difference to blocking future projects without us waiting for the politicians to take care of things. They're never going to do it. If you'd like to know more, you're welcome to contact me at stuart@richgreenie.com. Jump on the Market Forces website and do a bit of research on your bank. They've also got information on your insurance company. Just those simple things. Spend 2 minutes and send an email to one of those three institutions. You'll be making a big difference to help stop this crazy future. Thank you. Speak to you next time.